Hello, I'm from the government, where we hope you're enjoying democracy. The good news is, more of you are voting in an election this year than ever before in history. The bad news is, many of us are cosplaying at democracy in a series of major elections that will decide whether democracy lives or dies this year. Like India's. Hello, I'm from the government of India, the motherfucker of democracy, where during our election we harass and arrest the opposition, threaten journalists, undermine our electoral process, declare that we've been chosen by God, and if you complain about the soaring food prices, unemployment, and more inequality than under British rule, we bulldoze your fucking home. It's all part of our plan to dismantle India's democracy from within. First, we made the judiciary our bitch, so we could pass laws that let us strip an entire state of its autonomy and openly discriminate against minorities. Then we jailed our students, poets, lawyers and artists and kicked the shit out of protesters while forcing them to sing the national anthem. Of course, we can't let the world see we're turning India into a fascist ethno-state, so we got this free speech absolutist to censor evidence of it from his website, while our best friend bought out our media to keep India in the dark about our shitfuckery. Adani, bringing the world together by screwing indigenous people from India to Australia. But India's government is just one of the many that are cosplaying at democracy. Hello, I'm from the government of Pakistan, where even after shutting down the internet to rig the election and banning cricket bats to confuse voters, they still managed to tell us to fuck off. Here at the British government, our plan to hold on to power relies on people forgetting their voter IDs on election day and not visiting this site which explains how to tell Tories to fuck off too. Please, if Labour wins, they'll lower the voting age and will never be elected again. Here at the Indonesian government, our new president was once banned from the US for committing war crimes in Timor and West Papua, so we made him look like a cuddly grandpa with bullshit like this. Here in Iran, we haven't had real elections since these guys overthrew our democracy to get our oil. So now we have elections, where our supreme leader and guardian council pick the candidates, which is why Iranians don't even bother to fucking vote. Here at the only democracy in the Middle East, our leader refuses to hold an election, even though most Israelis want him gone. The ICC wants him for war crimes, while millions of people whose lives and land we control don't get to vote in our elections, or as we call it, apartheid, which we abolished here in South Africa. So now everyone can vote in our election to end our blatant corruption and fucking load shedding. We need a coalition government. Here in Mexico, we'll have our first female president and a man will still call the shots. In Bulgaria, we'll have our 6th election in 3 years, and Shishi will still call the shots. In Serbia, we're having another election because we rigged the last one. In Venezuela, we banned the opposition from our election. In Belarus, the opposition ran an AI candidate, so we couldn't arrest him. And in Russia, we killed the opposition in our Arctic penal colony, along with our democracy. We're also trying to kill Europe's by triggering price spikes and the biggest migrant crisis since World War II, which fascists are exploiting to win seats in our European elections so they can weaken our press freedom, civil liberties, and rule of law. But nowhere will democracy's balls be kicked harder than here, in America, where we prepared to defend democracy from terrorists, commies, and even aliens, but not from a guy who couldn't take an L. When you put all this together, you can see why democracy is in decline, worldwide and across every metric, owing to a loss of trust in government. By now, you might be thinking, what's the fucking point? Democracy doesn't work, which of course is what all the democracy ratfuckers want you to think. But remember, as shitty as we might be, democracy gives you the power to change your leaders. It took centuries to win that right, and once it's gone, it's gone. So if you want to keep it, now would be a good time to wake the fuck up and fight for it. This has been a message from your local government franchise. Good luck. Authorized by the Chosen One.